You ever felt the heat of anger rising in your chest? That moment when your pride tells you that you must win, no matter what the cost. We often live our lives looking straight ahead at our enemies, forgetting to look up, forgetting to see who is truly winning. Today, we travel to a time when the earth was screaming for mercy. A story of two giants who almost fed their own lives to the shadows of the sky. Welcome back to Guiding Glow Tales.
It was the summer of the great drought. The sky had forgotten the language of rain. The sun was a cruel king, punishing every living creature beneath it. The great rivers, once roaring with life, were now nothing but scars of dry sand on the earth's face. Animals were falling, one by one, their strength drained by the relentless fire from above. Deep in the heart of this wasteland lay a small, forgotten, muddy pool. It was the only water for miles, a dirty, murky puddle, but in a land of dust, it was a diamond. From the dry thickets, a massive wild buffalo emerged. His heavy hooves kicked up clouds of dust. His eyes were red with exhaustion. His tongue was thick and parched. All he wanted, all he needed, was that one taste of moisture to stay alive. But just as the buffalo lowered his head to the water, a sound shattered the silence. A low, guttural vibration that shook the very ground. Out of the shadows of a dead baobab tree stepped the king of the jungle. A lion, majestic even in his suffering, his golden mane matted with dust, his ribs showing through his skin. The lion didn't ask for permission. His pride was still intact despite his hunger. He looked at the buffalo, and his eyes flashed with an ancient fury. "I am the king," his roar seemed to say, "and the king always drinks first." But the buffalo did not back away. He lowered his massive, sharp horns, pointing them straight at the lion's heart. He had traveled too far, suffered too much, to let anyone take this last chance from him. Pride met pride, power met power, and the world held its breath.
The tension was a living thing, stretching thinner and thinner. The lion unsheathed his razor-sharp claws, digging into the hot sand. The buffalo shifted his weight, ready to charge with the force of a landslide. They were ready to tear each other apart, to die right there in the mud. But then, the lion stopped. He felt something cold, even in that heat. He saw dark shapes moving across the sand. He slowly, very slowly, looked up at the vast blue sky. The buffalo followed his gaze, and there they were, dozens of them. Vultures, the reapers of the sky, circling, waiting, watching with their cold black eyes. They weren't waiting for the water. They were waiting for the blood. They knew that in a few minutes, the pride of these two kings would make them nothing more than a pile of bones. The scavengers were patient, because they knew that fools always be the
A long silence followed. The buffalo's breathing slowed. The lion's claws retracted. A profound realization passed between them. They weren't enemies. They were both being hunted by the same greed of the scavengers. The lion looked at the buffalo, and for the first time, there was no hate in his eyes, only a shared understanding. Why should we die? Just to fill their bellies? The lion stepped back, a sign of respect that no king had ever shown before. He gestured to the water, as if inviting a brother. Side by side, The predator and the prey lowered their heads together. They drank from the same milky pool, finding life in the very place they were about to find death. Above them, the vultures screeched in frustration. Their feast was gone. They flapped their dark wings and disappeared into the horizon. Outsmarted by the bigger animals they thought were fools.
Friends, our world is full of vultures. They are the people who wait for us to fight, who whisper in our ears to fuel our anger, who profit from our divisions. Don't let your ego be their meal. Don't let your pride build your own grave. Sometimes, the greatest victory is not in winning the fight, but in walking away from it together. If this story touched your heart, please give it a like and subscribe to Guiding Glow Tales for more journeys into the wisdom of the wild. Tell us in the comments, have you ever faced a vulture in your own life? Until next time, stay wise and look up at the shadows. Thank you.